El Satora, here we go, or should I say, twist my names. Fabrizio Romano here with some exclusive news. Here we go, the new Magnum sandwich to noon minutes. The deal is finally done.
Hey everybody, welcome back into the channel. I ain't saying here we go just yet, but I am saying, is this a bomba or is this a blue balla? Because I'm a little confused. Last time Fabrizio said something nice about Tottenham, it was the Morgan Gibbs White shenanigans. And then tonight, while I was on Don and Sam's channel doing our having a good old laugh, a bunch of yelling, bunch of interrupting, and you know, I can't really make my points when there's so many dance feet on the dance floor. So I like to open things up to myself here and have as much room to bust a move as I want. So if you are new to the channel and you came on over from the raid, big up to you. Hopefully you're doing well. Thank you for being here tonight. Look, give me Savinho. Give me Savinho right now. Because I tell you, though, if it happens, I don't want to get ahead of myself with it, because I did that with Morgan Gibbs White and I started saying choo-choo, Tommy was cooking, look at the pull from Tom Tom, and I started talking a little bit nicer. But after the little bit of a heartbreak, I'm not going to lie, seeing this, I have a little bit of mixed feelings. I don't know whether to say yay or, you know, let's walk lightly here. So specifically, the tweet here from Fabrizio was about, what, 20, 30 minutes ago, something like that, which I'll have you know, my wife was going to have a break. And because of this news, she's now not taking a break. So I hope y'all are happy with yourself. But anyway, I'm not trying to guilt you. It's really Fabrizio Romano's fault, because he probably could have told us this earlier, but he said, you know what? Fuck it. I need some engagement. El Satora, here we go. I do like some of that, aka twist my nips. But it does say here in the tweet, I'll make that larger. Tottenham Open, they have open club-to-club talks to sign Savinho from Man City. Negotiations ongoing between Spurs and City. Also understand Savinho's open to the move if the clubs can agree on a fee. This last part, I would assume that's true, because, as you know, Rodrigo from Real Madrid already said, "Nah, I ain't going to Tottenham," because he kind of did that Asian dude meme. Top Spur? What is that? Which wasn't, that's, you know, really damaged the brand for years and years. I can't lie. But I would assume he's open to the move if we're talking to his club about doing the move. Tottenham Hotspur boss Thomas Frank indicated Savinho as an ideal player. So if he indicated Savinho as an ideal player, hey, and then Tommy get to, hey, you gotta have to start talking real nice when you start talking to me. But I want to know everyone's thoughts, whether you're a Tottenham fan or you're not a Tottenham fan. You're a rival fan, City fan, anything like that. Do you think this is a good move? Do you think it's a bad move? I've heard City fans mostly upset so far. I've kind of lightly dipped my toes into the pool, so to speak. So I can't say that I've completely know what the temperature is, but I do know it's a little mixed, because I've heard Hamza, you know, Hamza does say a lot of different things, and some of it's like pure waffle, some of it's factual, some of it's just funny. Some of it I'm not listening to, most of it. And then, you know, I just don't know what to believe in regards to a City fan. But, you know, they're rare to find here in America. So I even text Vader. I said, bro, join the show right now. And he just not responding. He's kind of doing what you would expect Manchester City fans to do, really, when you ask him a question, is just to go missing. But whoever Matt Moretto is, who the fuck is this guy, bro? Looks like, y'all see this? Look at this guy. Oh, man, I don't know who that is, but he's the one who says it. Ignacio Martinez. Okay, so 40 minutes ago, he said this. Exclusiva. Basically, there's copy and paste that I'm guessing Fabrizio Romano's people did. And apparently also, if you didn't know, Deventer, he chose AC Milan with no Champions League football over Tottenham, by the way. We were one of many that got denied. But big up to Fawn's Nasty with the Canadian 279. Says, big up Jake Paul Raven, you absolute fraud. Well, thank you so much. I know you like to trigger me with your comments, but I'm going to assume Jake Paul Raven is actually a compliment. So I'm going to say thank you. And if it's not a compliment, there's only one thing I got to say.
And the donkey's like, that's the donkey. You're a donkey.
But if it is a compliment, I take all of that back. I just want you to know. But big up to everybody in the chat. Look, there's over 300 people here. So big up to everyone who's here. Make sure you're hitting a like, subscribe. If you so choose, like, you don't have to. I feel like a lot of YouTube channels are just like and subscribe, you son of a bitch. And it's like, okay. Or it's like, go fuck yourself. And for me, I'm just like, bro, if you want to, you can hit the like, you can hit the subscribe. We've actually gotten like 30 subscribers in the last couple of days. A lot of people coping with me yesterday during the Sunny cope along. I'm trying to not think about Sun, but if this is a replacement for Sun, well then, hey, you're talking pretty nicely to me. Now, I did want to pull some things up because obviously going and trying to listen to just one City fan, which I don't know many, admittedly. I don't know too many City fans, bro. Either they don't have them, they're not real, or I don't know. I could think of one dude that I've known for longer than 10 years who supports City, but outside of that, really can't think of anybody. But obviously, here's some of the information about him and some of his form last year. It looks like he had a good June as well. 21 years old, born April 10th, 2004, 5'9". So he ain't that tall, but he is pretty shifty and quick. They say here, this is all SofaScore's fucking information. So if any of it's wrong, don't fucking blame me. Blame SofaScore. But it says here his strengths, playmaking, passing, and long balls with no outstanding weaknesses. Some may say his weaknesses is finishing in front of net, i.e. with the G of the A, but that the A is good. That's what they said over there on Don and Sam. I don't know if I believe it. But we've got people saying Savinho ain't for sale. Then why they talking to me? That's like Gibbs White when he said, I've bought into this project. But it's like, did you? Because you were scheduling a medical with me the other weekend, baby girl. Don't act like you too proud now. Big up Jordan, big up Dad Soldier. I'm gonna say what's up to people real quick. Big up your footy takes just gave me AIDS. What kind of name is that? Oh, it's Tiki Taka Masala. Bro, you need to just stick with like one account, bro. You keep getting all these damn accounts. People are just gonna start saying I'm Tiki Taka Masala, and then we're gonna have to just believe them. Ferris 94, big up. To you, Straight Baller says slot machine. I do think he is I do think that he is an absolute baller. I'm actually really excited at the prospect. And again, I'm trying to not get too ahead of myself, but I'm very, very excited at the prospect of a potentially Kudus and Savinho on the wing. Now, per SofaScore, he can play on the right and on the left. I've seen him mostly play on the left whenever I do watch City games or whenever they play Tottenham Hotspur, and he did play. Let's see. So for the FIFA World Cup, he looked like he did all right. Let's see how he did in the Premier League with 1 goal in the Premier League and 8 assists. Okay, 8 assists at 29 games. That's not... So he missed some games. Was he injured? Apparently he was injured per this summary of the last 12 months. Let's see. Can I see his... No, they're not going to let me see that. Where... SofaScore need to quit trying to redo their shit, bro, and just let me see what the fuck is going on. All right, here we go. Season, Premier League. Last year, yeah. Okay, it looks like he was on the right a lot. Am I tripping? I thought he was on the left when I mostly saw him, but according to this heat map, he likes that right-hand side. He's a left-footed player. Maybe that's why he didn't get much G&A. Maybe. 1 goal in the Premier League. So this isn't the Premier League. Was it let's see the Carabao Cup. It looks like he played on the right in the 2 matches that they played in which we knocked him out. They can hold that. In the Champions League. Oh, the no green numbers there in the Champions League. Oh, there's some green numbers. Oh, versus Slavia Praha. He looks like he had a very good game. Okay, so there's some left. I like that. That makes me feel better about my original instinct of that we're signing him for the left-hand side. I hope that is the case. He had 1 goal in the Champions League, talk to me, and 1 assist. Oh, nice. How many times did he play? 7 times. Well, he appeared 9. Started 7 with 2 GA in the Champions League. Okay. Not Europa. I guess that's it. I guess that's all the... Did he not play in the FA Cup? I don't see FA Cup. But primarily Premier League. Hey, look at that. Leicester, he looks like he had a real good game. Not a good game versus Brighton or Forest or Tottenham. Did he play? He played on the right. So I guess I was wrong. I thought he played on the left when we played him, but I'm looking at this heat map right here. He played on the right. And he wasn't very highly rated, and he got subbed off for James McAfee. 59 touches versus Tottenham, 31 out of 35 passes. Shit, 1 out of 2 long balls. Hey, yo. I was going to say, I don't know what Troyes is, but I thought he played for Girona before. I didn't know he played for PSV. That's interesting. That's how nice of him. Okay, so it was Girona before City. I'm looking at it right here. Very nice. This is what I like to call your very amateur scouting report from Jacob Walraven Uncensored. So like and subscribe. You want an amateur? I'm always going to be the first to tell you. I am not some fucking tactico guy. I'm not some book nerd. I'm just a motherfucker who loves the sport. I love my club, and I've played it for 20 plus years. Not at any substantial level. So don't think that I'm some kind of like athlete now as a goalkeeper. You can play a long time as a goalkeeper. Ask Fraser Forster. Ask Hugo Lloris. He's still playing. Big up, Benito. How you doing? Recency bias says Savinho's a good signing, but we better get a number 10 left back and striker. You know what is interesting? I've seen a lot of Spurs fans saying that, oh, Kudus isn't a 10. Kudus isn't a 10. I've seen Kudus play in the 10. I think he could. Maybe we're going to do that and put him out there on the right. I kind of want to see him on the left, if I'm honest. I feel like I've seen him on the left. Am I tripping? Has anybody else seen him on the left? Or am I just making that up? Because this feels like a left wing signing. Big up, Jacob. Smash that like button, people. Savinho would be a good signing for you, but it might mean Rodrigo to City, which I don't want, which this is exactly my hypothesis here. Why would they be willing to get rid of a guy like Savinho, who obviously he just had, what, 1 season? I mean, I think it's a little harsh. If they did want him out like that, but it would make a lot of sense if you're doing the move to, number one, free up space and get a little dough to go on and get Rodrigo, who, again, Rodrigo said, I don't want the Tottenham. I don't know why I did the Conte impression for that one, but alas. I did look up a tweet here. I bookmarked it. Thoughts on making a move for Savinho. And I just wanted to see kind of what the temperature of our fan base is. And then I want to go take a look at in a bit with the City fan base, how their temperature looks. But as of right now, talent absurdly high. Who? Pound shot Gibbs White. Going to pound shop Arsenal. What is there more to say? What? That doesn't make sense, James. I am James UK, bro. You are not making sense, UK. Junai, another Timo Werner, but with a fancier name. Just terrible recruitment once again, says Junai. So we've got a guy who doesn't like it. Spurs Akkad, so he's not a City incel, supercell, spy. Oh, whatever. Good player, but not sure how it fixes our 10 issues. He's not really a 10. Should be prioritizing an Eze, in my opinion. Okay, thanks, Zach Griffin. Footy comments, can he play on the left, or are we planning to play Kudus in the 10? Hey, Footy comments is stepping in what I'm smelling, which is maybe Kudus gets shifted to the 10 because he does look like the only playmaker we have at this current juncture. Sarr is not really that. Bergvall might be able to be that, but that is a big motherfucking gamble if you going into a season thinking that, Bergvall will just be our 10. No, don't worry about it. It'll cost you 60 million pounds. You ain't getting them on the cheap. I'm a City fan. Well, allegedly, we have 60 million that we ain't forked up for Horgan Gibbs shite. It's a low risk price, even at that move. When you shift him, you'll get that back unless he flops, which he won't, says Nick. Which I like this because last time we spent 60 million on a Brazilian, it was Richarlison. I like this as a gamble more than ever. Richarlison didn't feel like a gamble because we'd seen a lot of him. I feel like this kid is still young, 21 years old. Like, there's a celebration. I feel like I saw a banger from bro. Him and Kudus will feed families. I'm going to like that comment. Big up GSC. Your profile picture looks familiar, but I don't know. The YouTube started doing the ads, bro. It's really weird. I see us getting him for 40 to 50 million, says Boris. Come on, Boris. Hey, 40, 50 million, bro. You talking real nice to me. And I'll be honest. I like that a lot. I'll take it for 40, 50 million. Bro, I'm just going to be honest. Thinking of Savinho and Kudus on the wings, I feel like Tottenham may be Britney Spears in this bitch. I feel like if we get Kudus and we get Savinho on the wings, there's like, I have to play the clip, and I'm sorry to those of you that don't want me to, that wish that they had never heard this in the first place and have to hear it again. But I really feel like I'm on my Britney shit right now.
Damn, I'm on my Britney shit. Oops, I hit again. Damn, I'm on my DJ Khaled shit. We the best. Damn, we rolling hella deep. I feel like Adele.
I do feel like Adele, man. I cannot lie. Big up Chris Peters. Evening, Jacob. Hit that like button. Thank you so much for reminding everyone to hit that like. To me, it's a no-brainer. Yeah, if you can get it done, you absolutely have to get it done. The thing is like, I hope we don't just fart around for a little while, because if you do that, then you give the chance to, I don't know, who else is in the market for maybe a left winger, maybe a right winger, maybe a, you know, Chelsea likes to buy whoever the fuck they want. Things become more in demand, or things become more in demand when someone else is interested in it, I think is what I was trying to say. You know, it's like the old nomenclature, no girl wants you until you get into a relationship. Then it's like they can smell the commitment on you, and then all the ladies want to flock to you. But stay faithful, fellas. All right, that's what I got to say. I locked myself out of my old account. Oh, shit, that sucks, dog. I'll take care of it in a minute. There's a lot of comments. Hang on. I used to pray for days like this. Come on, Marco. Talk to me nice. Bro, by all intents and purposes, like, why the... I guess it would be nice to compare him. Maybe we can figure out how in SofaScore to compare him versus other players. But attribute overview... Apparently he's shit at tackling and shit in defense, which is totally cool with me. And he's good at creating and attacking. And he's less great at technical. Whatever the... Like, how did they even acquire this number? They're like, 71 at that. It's like... Feels like FIFA. They're just like arbitrarily choosing what he's good and not good at. I think he played on the left at Girona. Pep played Savio on the left and Doku on the right most games for more service to Holland. I don't... But apparently the heat map says otherwise. I mean, it looks like he was on both for sure, but it looks like on the right. I might be tripping. I think you need a cam more than a left wing. I think we need both. I'll be so honest. We got the midfielder that we needed in the 6, so we've got Palhinha. I like that move a lot. Again, that's very good business. A loan deal with an option, so if he cooks, if Tommy's touchings will get him back to his Fulham levels, you make that permanent for 30 million, no-brainer. So he didn't suit Pep ball. Yeah, neither did Jack Grealish. So neither does Doku, really. He cooked Udogie in one game against us last season. I do remember that. So that would be on the right. So that, there you go, recency. Was he with Girona team that finished third? I can't say I know what Girona team finished third. I'll be so honest. Hang on, I'm gonna fucking ping Vader's bitch ass one more time. See if he'll respond. At Vader. Come on. Pussy. I want to hear from a City fan. Look up his La Liga heat map. All right. Hey, you super chatted. Shout out Lily White's India. I mean, you super chatted it, so yeah, we'll do that. So that would be La Liga. Spiga. Ooh. Hey, come on, Lily White's India. That looked like a left winger to me. So let me get this right. In the year before he goes to City, he primarily plays on the left wing. A whole bunch, according to this heat map. 37 appearances, started 35 of them, 81 minutes per game, damn near 3,000 minutes totally played, three times team of the week, 9 goals. He exceeded his XG by almost 3. That's crazy. That's like Son does that. That's one of the only players that exceeds. And I don't like to delve too much into that, but I know if you exceed your GA, that means you are scoring goals that you shouldn't be. You dirty dog. You dirty dog. I do like a dirty dog. Come on, man. Give me that dirty dog from Brazil. And maybe we can, get Richarlison out there. Anyway. I'm telling you, Jorginho Ruder is right there for 30, by the way. Get this deal done. Bro, imagine we get a 48-hour bomba, like, back-to-back like we did with the Kudus thing, but this one doesn't fall through. We get Savinho, here we go, and then we get a Jorginho Ruder, here we go. You get those two players, and I think you could do both of those in the realm of, like, 80, 90 for both, like, in total. I think you could. Because they've got Ruder valued at 33 million euros, which if my amateur math, my quick mental math says that's like 27 million British pounds. Shit, offer a 30 stack there, get the 50 for Savinho, that's 80. Maybe some incentives on both just to make it happen. Shit, we're talking about 90 million, and we've completely revamped our squad, and we've given Thomas the best tools that he can to see how he can mold this vase from Ghost. He is our Patrick Swayze, and we are his Demi Moore. 10 assists, 9 goals, playing on the left there. So either way, it looks like he's going to be bagging assists. At least he did for City and he did for Girona. What other numbers stand out here? 20% goal conversion. That's not great. 5 big missed chances. Well, you know, he made 9. So what? He missed 5. That's 14 big chances all season. 14 big chances in 37 matches. That don't sound like a lot of big chances. Now, that might be due to system. I don't know. The fuck we doing here? Hey, come on, man. Big up, Jacob. Smash that fucking like button, guys. I was about to do a really shitty Jason Statham impression. I'm not going to lie. You know, I'm a working man. I'm here to save my American daughter and my Chinese wife. Better to be a casual than some pretentious tactico. Yeah, man, like I know what I see, and then I know what I look up, and then I hear what people say, and then I try to like mash those all together into whatever the fuck it looked like. And sometimes we don't know. Oh, you son of a bitch. I see what you're talking. I see you, Fonz. But thank you again for the super chat. But I see you, motherfucker. I see you. What the hell we doing? Whoa, the chat just like refreshed and I lost my spot. So I apologize if I missed your chat. Big up Jacob Smash. Yep, I did do that one. Why did I think he was like 25? He's 21. 21. He actually just turned 21 in April. So isn't that nice? 21. He's not that old, Lucan, not too old. 25 is not even old. I'm gonna be 34? Wait, am I gonna be 34? No, I'm gonna be 30. Wait, I was born in 1990 and it's 2025. I'm 34 or 35. Someone help me out here. What the fuck? I feel like my brain doesn't want me to say it out loud. Am I 35 this year or am I 34? I was born 1990, November. So my birthday's coming up. That would make, and it's 2025. That make me 35? Oh my fucking God. I just deeped that. Holy shit. 150 million for Sav. Oh, okay, Kurt, I don't know what you're smoking on, baby, but pass it my way. Baby, won't you pass it my way? I'm excited, guys. I'm really excited. Like I feel like I put a little pep, not Guardiola, but in my step, if that makes sense. Big up, Jacob, first time watcher. Just wanted to say your levels above sod. Hey, come on, man. Hey, levels above sod. I'm not gonna say that that's the most difficult thing to do. Which I'm just kidding, man. I love the reason I give it so much. Well, hey, yo, hang on. Hey, pause for a second. Let me backstep a little bit. The reason I like to talk shit to Sod a lot is because he's a good dude, number one. Like the more I talk shit to him, typically means the more that I like somebody. Typically. But appreciate the kind words. You know what I mean? Fonzie, you don't talk to me that nice at Hassam's channel, and that's fun. I like the banter. You've never been personal. You've only been banter and full of fun. And if you're not nice to me, and if you don't like the channel, I don't know what's wrong with you. Why wouldn't you like the channel?
Why?
Someone tell me why. Thomas the Touch Engine. Hey, Tommy Two-Hand Toucher. We're going to get touched up, baby. Savio's a left footer. Don't Spurs need a left wing? We do need a left wing, Yusu. Hey, Yusu right. That's a shitty joke. I don't know why I always do that. He can play on the left. Yes. Per Girona as well. Look at that. Wait, that's not Girona. That's the World Cup. World Cup. This is Girona. So he do play on the left. Hey, we cooking now. We cooking. We got a left winger. You cool with the South Stand guy? Him and Steve are top city guys. Steve, I don't know any of them, Dritto, technically, but you know, if they want to, you got a link or something, maybe I could look at see what are they saying. Maybe I'll try and pull it up on Twitter too, because I am curious, like what City fans are going to be saying about this. If they're usually that's a pretty good indicator of like what you're going to get. With Richarlison, everyone was upset about the person leaving, so I was like, you know, a fan base, how they react to him leaving tells me a few things. Now, when West Ham reacted to losing Kudus, I'm not going to lie, they just reacted like salty little X's. Obviously, you're too small. He's going to want to take a step up in his career because he's a talented footballer. So he did just that. You know, it's like me. I have to accept that my players are going to leave to Real Madrid or to Bayern Munich. And West Ham, they just have to, anybody can have a piece of their players. Let's be honest. Fucking bums. Who's worse, Nottingham Forest or West Ham? I think they're comparable. I'm 35 this year. God damn it. We bought him for £20 million. Savinho will cost you 70. Well, if you bought him for 20, I think walking away at 60 is a fair deal. You tripled your value in 1 year on a player, huh? And then we overpaid a little bit, huh? That's kind of nice. So does that mean Johnson is a left winger now? I heard someone, Peanut, I heard someone say Johnson through the middle we should try. And honestly, I don't like Johnson on the left. I don't like Johnson on the right. So fuck it. Why not? If there's no Dominic Solanke and, you know, all we've got is Richarlison to run through the middle or Tell, fuck it. Give Brennan Johnson a go and just say, do what you do, which is fucking run around and running around. It'll be fun. Everyone's just, hee, we're going to run around, guys. It'll be a good time. Savinho will be a great addition on the left. That gives us what we lost in Son. I personally feel I feel like he's got a little techie about him on the ball that maybe we don't have or had with Son, and except for, you know, like a few years ago. I'm pretty excited. I'm not gonna lie. You're gonna be halfway there if you're going to be above the average when we were kids. You're gonna be halfway there. Shoshi, I'm not gonna lie. The last 2 days, I don't know what you're talking about. Am I forgetting my own jokes? I might be. If you're going to be halfway there when you're above average, which always shout out Shoshi, but I'm really trying to understand what you're talking about. I feel like maybe it's my lack of a ability to stay focused on one specific thing. I don't know. But really, I'd be trying to listen so hard. But you know, it's all love. Shoshi, as you know, big sponsor of this. You're Big Bertha now. Come on, Shoshi. I hope you're good. I hope you're good. Hit me on the Discord. Let me know. Maybe I'm just spacing, bro. My head's a little bit all over the place. He scored a banger against Juve with his right, Benito Sotelo. So what you're telling me is he can do it with the left. He can do it with the right. All you got to do is talk just right. Huh? Wait, right? I shouldn't have rhymed right, but I think you understand what I was going for. Major Bomba. Come on, Tottenham Ranger. So Tottenham Ranger likes it. We get this over the line. I'm a little bit like hesitant as well. I don't want to like, you know what I mean? Jay Quinton, is that the Joaquin dude, by the way, Jacob? I don't know why the is showing. When is the Aussie hippie getting back on stream? Obligatory fuck Marinakis. Yeah, fuck Marinakis every day of the week. If the day ends in Y, it's a fuck Marinakis kind of day. Snorlackis, as I like to call him. Is that Joaquin dude, by the way? This is that Joaquin. Oh, Joaquin Serraro or something like that, right? If I remember correctly. Big up. I used to enjoy watching Forrest a lot. Wolfie made me hate them with a passion. You're cooking. You're absolutely cooking. I can't lie. I used to be like, hee, Nottingham, hee, Tottingham, hee. And there's also up the street, there's like Nottingham Manor. So I was like, that's what's up. I mean, there's also like Brighton or Hope Albion Street, but like there's like a Nottingham Manor just up the road. And so I was always like, hee when they got promoted, hee when we got Jed Spence. But now I'm not very hee. Now if there's one thing I could do to fucking Nottingham Forest and anyone who likes to prop them.
I know how you feel about it, Wolverine, but...
Bang!
Go fucking cry about it, buddy.
It's just gut shot right there. Gut shot right there. Just bang. Is Savinho City version of Gil? Ooh, another La Liga merchant maybe. I like the narrative. 1882 Asim. And I love your profile photo too. I don't know the name of that guy, but I just know that and then he like runs away. No, I don't think so. I mean, shit. Now that you say it, let's look up Hill. Let's compare him. Let me see. Compare. Brian Gilino. Oh shit. They're both 5'9". Interesting. Well, he played a whole lot more. He had a whole lot more minutes. Let's look at Brian Hill's been here for 3 years. Are you shitting me, dog? This is the comparison. So far, he blows Brian Hill out the water. I didn't know Brian Hill was 5'9". I thought Savinho was a little bit taller than Brian Hill, if I had to guess. Maybe it's just because Brian Hill's so frail. How much do they weigh? What's that stone? Huh? Talk to me about that stone. Let's see how Brian Hill did in La Liga in his life. So last year, 3 goals. Wait, let me compare this to Savinho's Spaspiga. All right. So, actually, no, he didn't play 23-24 there. Brian Hill didn't play 23-24 there? Was he with us? That's crazy. In every statistical category, except big chances missed, it looks like Savinho's better. Oh, but he loses possession a little bit more, which is to be understood. And he had less yellow cards. How sweet. In La Liga. Let me see. Is there a better year for Brian in La Liga? When he was at Sevilla, none of his stats. Oh, here's some stats. Like defending stats compare. Aerial duels won. And less possession loss, which goes hand in hand with playing less and being used less. I'm trying to see what is Brian Hill's best fucking year in La Liga. Not that one. Oh, here we go. 2020, 2021. And none of his best numbers. So in his life, he hasn't touched Savinho. In La Liga, in the Premier League, in anything. So we're gonna beat the we're gonna beat the Chargers, Mr. We're gonna beat the Chargers, and that's nice to see. Hey, we moving. Damn, are we on our Britney shit, or do you feel like Adele? You let me know. I'm waiting.
Good morning to the cutie boy, looking very nice. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning indeed. To Tony D. Good morning to the cutie boy. Gonna be interesting season. Cheers. Cheers, buddy. I already played the clip for you, but that's me saying good morning to you. And here's a bot over on Kick. Go fuck yourself, you little bot. Hope you heard that too, you AI piece of shit. Shoshi, I'm referencing the average life expectancy in 2001. Oh, because I said I'm 35 and I was scared. You're going to be halfway there if you're going to be above average when we were kids. Oh, shit. Which, when we were kids, I was drinking water out the goddamn hose in the backyard. And that is not sanitary. I would not allow my kids to do that. But we just know better now, right? He's going to be Spurs, Vinny. Shit, talk to me. Skeletor. Yeah. That's what he does, right? Like, that's how he laughs. Yeah. Or that sounds like Wario. Imagine if Savinho has a Cole Palmer rise up after leaving City. He'll be really interesting to watch under Frank Ball. Frankie Ball. What the hell? What the helly? You know what? I would love any player of ours to have the kind of glow up that Cole Palmer's had. I'm not going to lie to you. LB doing emergency stream, doesn't want to sell Savinho. Oh shit. Let's tune in. LB, what are you saying to me? Hang on, I guess I need to refresh this. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find him. Hang on. I'm gonna find him. Fuck, I just heard myself singing. God damn. I would unsubscribe personally if I heard myself singing. I'll try to stop singing. Where is it? There he is. I see him.
Go and sign Elise, man. Let's get serious. Go put £100 million down for Elise. Go put £100
I voted.
million
I don't
down
know.
for Elise,
Let me
man.
see poll results.
And people will be like, nah, it's too much. And then we'll probably end up signing like a Nunes style right winger, man.
I'm saying, hi, LB. How much?
Go get Elise.
How much you want?
Elise's a baller. He's literally perfect. He's perfect, man. 100 mil. How much do I want?
Hey, he pulled up my
It's not even about
comment.
the money, man. I can't even lie. It's not even about the money, mate.
Come on, LB.
It's not even about the money. It's about the principle.
Make sure you
It's
like
about,
and subscribe.
I want a player in. Don't just want to sell him and just not move on. We'll buy and sell Elise. Put the money down. See what happens.
I'm gonna ask him. Do you think this
Put the money
can
down. See what happens.
fund
Who knows?
Rodrigo for City?
Rush, you funny fucker.
Let's see if he sees
I
that
could be
comment.
using a chat.
His comment is his chat's absolutely flying, bro. Emergency BOMBA 1.3. Shout out LB, man. Let's see.
100 million for Tyler Diblin. Yeah, that's funny, man. He's homegrown as well.
Maybe he's not gonna see it now.
He's homegrown as well.
Chat, bro. How could you? I could never keep up with a chat that moves that fast, bro.
That's a funny one, mate. I can't lie.
Oh, if we get Savinho in before PSG, we're gonna win 7-0. Talk to me nicely.
Where do we go from here, lads? Where do we go from here, man? I can't even lie. I don't fucking know.
Fuck, I gotta retype
I
that
don't know how to
comment.
feel. I think I'm gutted.
He thinks he's good.
I think I'm a bit gutted.
Yeah. You know what I just realized? We
I'm
went to go
gutted.
talk about Jack Grealish with
I
them,
feel
and then
like
we're gonna
this
leave with
guy's gonna ball
Savinho, bro. We're cooking.
I feel like Spurs are going to play him on the left-hand side, which is where he's played his best football for Manchester City last season. He'll
Yes.
ball out, and then everyone will be going, oh, he wasn't good at City. It stopped talking about him, and it's just going to be a repeat of the Grealish thing. That's what I think. That's what I think is going to happen. Maybe they're going to go for Anthony Gordon. Who's going to go for Anthony Gordon? City. You know, man. What are we doing here? Elias says, nah, I'm pissed off, man. City wants a right winger.
I'm trying to find out how would he feel if this funds Rodrigo to City.
Fuck knows.
He looks like he's stressing, bro. What time is it in the UK?
What, if
It's
he
got to
comes
be.
Rodrigo to City. I mean, if you get Rodrigo out,
Okay.
Listen, there are a couple of players. If we sign, I'll be chill. Rodrigo, Elise.
So not just Rodrigo, okay.
Who else? Palmer, Palmer, Elise, Rodrigo, Saka, probably Rafinha. Yeah, not probably Rafinha.
Just for my chat, real quick. There's the link to
Yamal.
this that I'm listening to.
Yeah. There are
Make
a
sure you
couple of
subscribe to
players that if we
if
signed, I'd be like, fairs.
you want to listen to a City lad.
But there's
Manchester
also, like,
City.
players that is a risk. Like,
I like
Duane is a
doing
risk.
Jason Statham impression more.
Yeah,
It's
some
easier
other
to
players
do.
are a risk.
But it sounds like I'm
Anything.
gonna pause that for a second. It does sound like he's upset about it, which is a good sign because I feel like if I was a City fan, I'd be a little upset about it. I'm not gonna lie. I'd be wondering why would you sell him over selling Doku or Grealish or you know, there's quite a few Kovacic, which they want to keep Kovacic. It's crazy. I think they need another CDM personally, but what do I know? Jacob, would you take that chat is flying, bro. I was just looking at it go, poo, poo, poo. Hey, you heard it here first. If my chat ever starts moving like that, I don't think I could keep up with y'all. So, like, I'd have to not look at the chat. I don't know how he does it. He's reading, like, bro, props to LB, first of all, as a content creator. And second of all, for the mental ability to be up at damn near 1 a.m. and have 1,364 people blowing his shit up, and he's still able to picked out 2 out of 3 or 2 out of 4 of my comments. That's crazy, bro. Bro's got the scan rate of a fucking Odegaard, right? They said Odegaard scans really good, right? He scans the pitch. That's how they cope with Odegaard. I don't know. But yeah, Rodrigo's joining the mighty Cox. Bro, I see what you did there. But I don't think that that's true. I don't think he said, "What is a Tottenham Hotspur?" I don't know what a Tottenham is, but you know who does know what a Tottenham is? Savinho, because we knocked his ass out of the Carabao last year. Yeah, Carabao, not FA Cup. What happened to the background music you used to have, Jacob? Honestly, I thought it was distracting and it like fucked with people, so I just took it away. I just kind of stopped. I don't know. It was like the instrumental version of the intro music, the United Spurs of America. Bro, that chat, I can't. Look, someone just typed Jacob Murphy LB and it's gone. Now it's way gone. That is distracting. That's tough, bro. I don't know how those people do it, how they read chat when it moves like that. It's crazy. Gil being over 100 pounds is a myth. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I ain't even gonna say what I was gonna say. Should we check in with LB? Is he upset?
What do you mean don't involve Doku? What do you mean don't involve Doku? How could I not involve Doku? We're selling a winger. I've got to speak about the wingers. What do you mean? Don't mention Doku. Why are you so protective over him? Speak on it. Because you don't want to speak on it. You don't want to accept that this guy's got 1 assist to Erling Haaland in 2 years. So instead of actually speaking about it, I'm not hating, bro. I'm speaking the facts.
Okay,
you just don't want to
this is
hear
getting
it,
good.
man.
I'm not gonna lie.
You just don't want to hear the facts. So you go, don't speak about Doku. Why are you involving Doku? It's got nothing to do with Doku. It's got everything to do with Doku. It's got everything to do with Savio. It's got everything to do with Bob. We're selling a winger. So I'm saying, why are we selling this winger over that winger? But you don't want to hear it. So when I mention the facts that he's only got 1 assist to Erling Haaland in 2 years, you go, why are we mentioning him? It's annoying, man.
He's upset. Buddy is upset, bro.
Didn't I say 60 million for Savio is great for us? I don't think 60 mil is great.
LB.
I don't think 60 million is great for Savio. I think it's all right. I don't think it's great.
I think it's pretty good.
I just seen this how we're selling him before, and Unk says Miami Snoopy.
I think 60 is good. You only spent 20 on him.
Echeverry, Bob, or O'Reilly. O'Reilly's a midfielder. I prefer Savio over O'Reilly as a midfielder. I prefer Echeverry as a midfielder. I prefer Bob as a winger. But O'Reilly's a left back. But guy was low key cooking last season. I can't lie. He's that wants to leave too, says Selman. Savio 1 shot, 1 goal versus Edison versus Spurs game week 2. You know it for a fact. He'll get played on the left, bro, and he'll cook. That's where he should be playing, not on the right, which is what we said for time. Sorry, I've been on the rock all day. What the fuck is this about selling him the South American attacker? It says AK. Yeah, it's happening, man. It's happening by the sounds of it.
Okay, so far I'm just, I'm trying to hear him out. It sounds like there's a wide variety of opinions in his chat. And I like that because, again, like I said, it's very, very hard to find City fans. And we've got one here, LB. That's a good channel to subscribe to. Clearly, he does emergency bombas. And he's got a shit ton of people in the chat. And so far, I have not seen any person that looks like a City fan. Like in this chat right there, I ain't seen one person that looks like they're a City fan who is okay with it or that thinks 60 is fair. Like I keep seeing 70, 80 is kind of where I'm seeing. And honestly, I understand them wanting to say that much, but that's a little crazy. 70 to 80, like he only had one good season in the Premier League, which does mean something. I guess you're then paying for his ceiling at that point. But I'm still reading this. Savio is way more upside than Doku. Could be for the here and now if we get Rodrigo in. Pep won't allow Vienna to sign anyone because of the squad size. What? Okay, that was weird. Not replacing Savio is the most City thing if you deep it. How much did we pay for Savio? Palmer vibes all over again. This is the kind of shit that we're hearing. Or we're hearing. That the people are saying in the fucking chat. The 1,000-some people, which I guess is how many people on average are at the Etihad. Ain't that right? Go get Rodrigo. No, sell Doku. Doku needs to go before Savio. That's kind of exactly what I said in the beginning of the show. It's like, bro, you should sell Doku or Grealish first, right? Before Savio. It's crazy. Come on, Savio. I am very excited. This is making me more excited. I cannot lie. Antonio Nusa's a ball. See, they're trying to figure out who they're going to buy with the money that they could get from us. And I'm not going to lie. Olise wouldn't come here. So I'm fine if we pay them to get a player that would never come to our club, even though he's going to be, you know, tougher versus us. He's talking about Rodrigo. Shoo. Savio pushing for Spurs.
Savio wants World Cup, not getting enough minutes at City.
Maybe that's what it is.
Savio needs a couple more years to progress. I don't think he's a million miles away, man. I think the guy could cook this year. I really do.
For Tottenham.
I think the guy could cook this year, man.
For Tottenham.
Viana on fraud watch. If he doesn't replace him, we got to replace him. Does everybody agree in the chat that
they're going to replace him?
So we've had some disagreements, chat, yeah?
They're going to replace him.
We've had some disagreements tonight on whether he should go, who we should buy, whether Doku should go, blah, blah.
I think that he had a good shout there in Olise, but I don't see Olise leaving Bayern just yet because they're really, you know, they just got Luis Diaz in. Obviously, you got the best striker in the world in Harry Kane up front. I said that, yes, best striker in the world in Harry Kane up front. And then, you know, you get to play over there off the right. I think that he probably wouldn't leave Bayern for City. Maybe next summer he would. But if you could go get Rodrigo for this, it kind of seems like a no-brainer for City, if I'm honest. But based off of the temperature of the City fans in the chat, none have looked happy. Rather get RB. Matoma is what they're saying. Rodrigo. They're like, Ait Nouri's going to play left wing. That's hilarious. I'm not going to love it. I loved it. I vote bring the music back. You know what? I'll do in the community post. I'll post in the community Dry Roast Peanut. I'll make a post and I'll say, should I add, you know, get back with the old school music, man. Maybe I should bring it back. It does feel nice to think about that. Abdias, Jacob Broski, Savio, Kudus, and Solanke would be a huge attack. Great attack. I mean, you would hope so. We can't fucking score a goal all preseason, damn near. We haven't really created anything. So in the regards from a Tottenham perspective, when you look at it that way, we're not very creative in a system that is very well coached, I'm told. Savio seems like a signing that you get, and he could potentially be a part of the reason why this system now looks even sexier than it was allegedly sold as. I don't know. 1957. You use army time, bro. I guess that's 7:57. That's what, 8? Yeah. LB's rattled, bro. The whole chat is not. They don't look happy. Rodrigo incoming. Okay, so the ones that are saying like, go get Sterling. I just saw that.
No, there's probably not any chance. Why not try? Why not try? Why don't we wake up tomorrow to Sky Sports News saying City have put a £250 million bid in for Yamal? Been rejected. He don't want to join.
I wasn't
cool. At least we tried.
There's
Why
no
don't we
way.
put a bid in for Olise? City have put £100 million.
Bro, I actually said, why not put in a bid for Yamal? Bro, Yamal, you could kidnap that motherfucker. He ain't leaving Catalona.
To the next one. And what? Getting rejected is not that deep, man. And all those City fans who, for the last 2 years,
I'm rewinding it. I want to hear that.
Big up, Gav, man. I think, man, enough. Let us know in the chat, Gav, what you reckon. If you really think we can get Olise, might as well go for Yamal. I mean, why not go for them?
Huh?
They can only say no, can't they?
I mean, I get the
People
notion.
will laugh and say, there's no chance of getting them out of there. No, there's probably not any chance. Why not try? Why not try?
Why not try? Hey, that's a good point, Marco. He's secretly a Tottenham Hotspur fan. But also, like, I understand that mindset though. It's kind of, you know, like whenever you're a kid and you're like, guys, like, let's all have a slumber party. I know kids don't do this anymore because of technology and you can just fucking virtually hang out with your friends. But like when I was younger, people hung out in person and didn't have a phone that they were looking at the whole time. So if, you know, you say, guys, let's all go stay the night at my house. Well, I got to ask my mom. She's going to say no. And it's like, well, you can still ask, because if you assume she's going to say no, worst case scenario is you assume correctly. And it is already a no. By not asking, you don't even allow yourself to be rejected. So like, I get the mindset. However, I feel like Elise's more in lines with like a, yeah, go for that one. Jamal, bro, I feel like even if you bid 200 million, they're going to say no. I feel like 250, they're still going to say no. I don't know. Is there a price? There's no way. Like, there's no price that I can imagine that they would say, okay, yeah, or we're near the ballpark of maybe $1 billion.
Happy with this chat. He's not happy with this, man.
Wait, he's not happy?
Oh, John, man, don't get me started, John.
Oh, wait.
It was on the left wing.
Oh, wait.
They just sold Son, and I will be fuming if we don't sign a replacement. I think we need to sign a replacement, bro. And they'll definitely play him left wing, man. They'll definitely play him left wing. He's a left winger. That's why he played it.
Go on.
And I think his best games last season was on the left wing.
Hey, there we go. He just said it. LB says his best games last year were on the left. So this fucking heat map that we were looking at, that's beautiful. We were looking at the heat map and we're like, oh, well, not we. The collective we, the royal we, was like, oh no, I'm a little concerned, you know? He didn't really play a whole bunch of he on that side. But guess what? He did. And per city, they're saying, yes, Ersky. Come on. Big up, AJ. Trade him for Kudus. I see in the chat. Oh, shit.
Are we signing Rodrigo, chat?
Someone said trade him for Kudus. Bro, they're going from Yamal. They're trying to get Kudus. They're trying to get Pedro Porro.
Imagine if we sign Rodrigo. I'd definitely be down for that.
Yeah. See, okay, you hear the happiness in his voice when he thinks about it that way. I feel like if you're looking at it from that perspective, everyone's going to be happy. We're going to get a player that we want. Y'all are going to get a player that we already knew we couldn't get. Hey, all's good in the hood, baby. Talk to me. What's going on, Jacob? Been a minute. Big up AJ. He's probably the nicest Arsenal fan that there is. Always reminding people to hit that like. He's a moderator on a lot of channels in the neighborhood. And big up to you, man. Probably the only Arsenal fan that I like. TJ, I don't like him. I'm just kidding. TJ's fine. He's a fraud. I don't even think he makes content anymore, to be honest. This guy cooked at left wing last season. I'm reading the chat because I feel like this is going to give us a good sample size of how everybody's feeling in regards to losing Savinho, Rodrigo. They're coping with Rodrigo. Rodrigo Link dead. He captained last game. Well, you know, so did Son. I saw a super chat that said Rodrigo is dead. He's going to stay. That's crazy. I don't think so.
Surprised that there's so many people in the chat that are so against Rodrigo. Rodrigo don't want to play right wing. Yeah.
I want to see him answer that.
Nah, she's not responding. Hi, bro. Imagine if she's been right all. Man.
I want to see him read that super chat.
I
think he's looking for it.
I think we do need a replacement. Leave a comment down below. We sell. You play. Comment down below, guy. Do we need to decide? Please say that a big club says PLF. Maybe. A funny one. Sasha says Rodrigo incoming. Bro, I don't know, man. Maybe.
Oh, there we go. Mohammed Shamim, he says, bro, you're... This chat right here says...
Today. Do you think he'll...
Bro, you're talking nonsense. The Savio guy is a waste. I found that's one out of all them comments y'all been seeing scroll on this fucking stream, well, not my stream, this guy's stream, there's one. I see one person saying Savio's shit. I voted no. Oh, y'all saw that top tier hating right there. I did. Oh, I forgot they got Marmouche, bro. They got Cherky. He can play on the right. They got Cherky, Phil Foden, who could play out there. They got options, bro. They'll be fine. You don't even need him as a left winger, bro. We need him more. When Dune said he's excited, he meant Rodrigo. Pep opening more space for Silva is crazy work. That's funny. Are they planning Doku right wing, Rodrigo left wing? I hope we sign Rodrigo.
In a team traveling to Wolves, I'm getting I think that's agreed.
I want to see that other super chat.
Players are must.
I think
World class players are must, and I got that right back to sell Doku first. Says Denton. I would as well, bro, if it was me. We got Oscar says Antonio Nusa is a baller. Barca wanted him as well. Says Oscar. Yeah, this Nusa. Yeah.
Y'all remember Nusa, right? Tottenham were linked with him a couple years ago before he went to what, Leipzig? And he failed the medical and then later signed for a bigger,
I watched him recently.
Different club.
Baller. Spurs move gives Savio World Cup shot. 60 minutes low, says Barracks.
Damn, he's got a lot of super chats to go to. I don't know which one it was.
See, Bob's, you can rely on Bob. A break. Plays him.
I like Oscar Bob. I think Bob's a good player.
Dream, absolutely world-class player. Elise is the one in it, bro. If we could get Elise, then...
Okay, I'm live now. I guess he hasn't seen that super chat
I'd probably
yet.
drive Savio down to Spurs myself if we could get Elise. I'll be real with you boys. They got Darcy, man. 22 months as well. I appreciate it. Our wings are shit or improving.
All right, well, I don't see any. But I've been looking at the chat this whole time, and it's just a lot of people trying to figure out what they're going to do if they do sell him. But for the most part, it doesn't seem like people really want to sell him, which is great. That's fantastic, because that's only a positive indication for me when you deep that. But look, Savinho, man, I'm not gonna lie. When I saw the Fabrizio Bomba, I guess we're officially calling it a Bomba. I feel like a Here We Go would feel like more of a Bomba if I'm honest. But I don't know. I felt some type of way when I seen this tweet. I did feel pretty fun. Did feel pretty fun. A little bit of dopamine. Let me refresh and see if Fabrizio said anything else. No, an hour ago. Okay, so that's still the last thing he said. Has there been any responses? I'm shocked. Wow. All right, y'all can't see this. Hang on. There you go. All right. Hamza says, I'm shocked. Wow. Okay, comparing Savinho versus Son Heung-min. The pink is Son. The blue is Savinho. I'm just glad we're getting an Inyo. That's going to be a lot of fun. So, Son is... what's the data for? I guess the Premier League is what this is. Hang on, what's this link? Hopefully this ain't spyware. Please allow ads on our site. Fuck off. Man, I don't know what this is. I just clicked on that link for no reason. But in a lot more minutes, well, 406 more minutes Son played. Based on this data, he's better at key passes, assists. They're about equal in non-penalty G&A. Definitely better in non-penalty goals. I guess because Savinho would have... Wait. NPG, that's non-penalty goals, right? I'm assuming. Carrying, dribbles, crosses. Savinho beats Son. But he's very close in key passes and assists. I'm going to be honest. That's kind of what we're all upset that Son wasn't doing, right? More carries, more dribbles, and crosses. I mean, the data is not saying no. I'm going to like this too. It's Saeed saying, what the fuck? Holy Bomba. That's a good video. If Spurs pull this off, Savinho plus Madison plus Son. Okay, so this person is being a dickhead. Look at that. 63 comments. Holy shit. They're probably getting bodied in here real quickly. Chat GPT ass comment. Sunny replacement, let's go. That hurts a little. Random. I'm gonna like that. What the fuck? Can Chelsea hijack this deal? See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I feel like when these motherfuckers, when they start knowing that someone's up for grabs, they're gonna try and grab him quick. So like the fact that this leaked isn't a good thing, except for us as fans who want to have a little dopamine on a Sunday night, which I think this might just be engagement farming. I'm starting to feel like this ain't gonna happen. They once said this bum was better than Lamine Yamal. I don't remember anyone saying that. Cole Palmer. What? If you're a kid, want to develop, going to Man City is going to hinder your progress. Okay. Spurs need these kind of exciting wingers, not Brennan Johnson. How quick Guardiola moves on from players is insane. I mean, you sure it wasn't Grealish? Savinho already? I think this is great all around for us. I cannot lie. Let me refresh the main page. Let's see what we're saying here. Oh shit, that's bookmarks. A whole bunch of Thomas Frank quotes, but I'll be honest, the Thomas Frank quotes kind of fucking pissed me off, and I'm not trying to get all pissed off. I'm trying to, I'm feeling moved. I'm feeling okay. We're definitely gonna get copyrighted, but I kind of just want to see what this highlight reel looked like. Yeah, maybe if I full screen it, I can thumb through it easier. Okay, so I'm definitely not going to play that music because it sounded annoying. But there he is. Is that an assist? Okay. So here he is on the left. Who are they playing? Who is that? I don't know what team this is that they're playing against. But on the left, he's kind of toying with a few people, it looks like. Is that a shot? It looked deflected. That looked like it went off the defender's foot. I ain't gonna lie, that goal there. But he did score a goal, and he's very excited. Here he's picking the ball up in his own half. If you can see my... and then he's dribbling a whole bunch. I mean, that's kind of what we knew he's going to do. Look at that. Oh, shit. Look, the way he... Look at it. Ooh. And he go inside like that. Bro, a player that wants to run into space with the ball at his feet. It's very simple. Like, again, I always say I'm not some fucking tactico. I'm not some fucking expert. I'm just a fan and a lover of the sport. This just seems like the no-brainer thing. If I was a guy who was able to run faster than people and I had decent ability with the ball at my feet, why the fuck don't you just run into the space that they are allowing you and then pull them out of the spaces in which they are occupying? That feels like a very simple understand. If I can understand that, I feel like a professional athlete should do that. That's what I like about Kudus. That's what I liked about Adama Traore. That's what I liked about a couple different players that some are good, some are not, some are okay, some are, great or could be great. I like a player that when they have the ball at their feet, whether they're cutting on the inside or they're taking a man on, they're going to run into a space that has been allocated to them. And when you do that, again, I feel like it's just going to pull pressure away from other players, naturally make them better with more space as well. So it just seems like an easy no-brainer, and it looks like he likes to do that. So here he is in the box, and he shot. Was that a shot? No, it didn't look like this. Is this for one game highlights? I guess like what he does on the left. That's a good pass. I mean, he found the pass here. He's and then he passed it all the way here, and De Bruyne just kind of let it go. Found somebody. Is that an assist? I guess maybe. I guess. Here he is with the ball at his feet. On the left, beating a man. I mean, this is basically 2 minutes of him just beating a man with the ball, and then flinging it. And I guess Haaland scored. There he is. Shit. Hang on. I like that. The reason I'm jumping it around like this is, you know, maybe I can avoid the AI bots seeing my copyright. So here he is on the left, picking the ball up. Wait. Playing it. He's played it to them. And then Holland's going to play it back to him? Is that what's going on? Oh, it's just showing his... Okay. Here he is in a counterattack in the middle of the park, picking it up, beating people with the pace. Okay. I'm about to go get him in FIFA right now. He looks... I mean, the middle of the park, running with the ball, creating space, making plays. Sounds like a position in which we are lacking severely. I think we might be cooking with Savinho. I want to go find out with Savinho. And do you want to find out about Savinho? I mean, this looks like one game, though. So this is all one game's highlights. So that's cool. I'm going to give that a like. Oh, also, congratulations, Crystal Palace. I didn't tell you yet. What is this? Let me turn that off. Okay, so this is versus West Ham. So everyone's showing the West Ham highlights. I like that. That's nice. Jacob, you going to FC Dallas game to see Sonny in a couple weeks? I'm gonna try it. I actually haven't even looked at the schedule, so I need to get on that. Big up, Jacob. Get to go to 50 likes. Come on, Quentin. Come on. I don't know why it's showing up, but obligatory fuck Marinakis. Bro, fuck Marinakis every day that ends in Y. I just clicked over to LB stream, and the chat, bro, it was spazzing out. It was like seizing with how fast it was moving. No need to compare them. Son is a Spurs legend, but Savinho can be a terrific asset to you guys. Very well said, and I do agree with that. There's no need to compare him. And that's obviously based off of last year. And last year, everyone said he was, oh, Sonny's so bad, Sonny's so this, Sonny's so that. So I would, but obviously, I mean, you know, how, if you watch the channel long enough, you know where I'm at with it. I would have just fucking kept him. Because yeah, I love him, but you know, the heart, the head, and the soul, they all sometimes have a different battle to fight. Hello, Rainy MFRL. You know, I said fuck the bots over there on Kick, but if you're real, shout you out with the 3 Ys saying, hey girl, if y'all get Savio, I'll be a part-time Tottenham enjoyer. What, my baller, bro. Hey. Especially under Frank, Savio would be a fucking dog. Under Frank is a little ayo, but, you know, I ain't going to say, like, you know, let them do what they do. But also, Frank is, you know, that coach that everyone says is a coach, and he's going to coach so fucking hard. And, all right, let me see it. So, that's kind of exactly what Kudu said as well. So, let me see it. You know, voyeurism at its best. Don't tell me what to do. I don't like, I just watch. Hey, don't worry about me over here. I'm just watching. From Son to Savinho, I'm in dreamland. What do you mean by that? What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say about Son?
You told one of the witnesses who disagreed with you during an interview that you thought Mr. Baldwin was a cocksucker.
I do not recall saying that.
Unprecedented says he is a baller, but needs to score more goals, though. I do agree with that. Yeah, that pause was your fault. It's okay. I forgive you because you're talking real nice. Bro, I'm the only thing I'm trying to do is not get ahead of myself because I'm already thinking about Savinho Kudus on the wings and how that just feels like a video game. You know, if you would have told me 7 months ago that is, you know, if it does come true, like that's our reality, I would have told you you're lying to me. You're playing FIFA. But you know, hey, you're talking real nice. If you got Savinho on the left, Kudus on the right, ooh. Savinho is a killer. Well, if that's true, he's gonna have to serve some time in jail, and that's not the best investment to be making. But Frank has no pull. Who said that? You? Is that a response to something I've said? Savinho's a good player, but he doesn't have the greatest numbers, to be honest. No. but I'm also not too pressed about like the number aspect of it being like a indication of if he's got this or if he's got that or not. Like I like to use numbers half and then use what my eyes say the other half, and then where if there's blanks that I need filling in, you know, let's just look some bullshit up like I was doing earlier with his numbers and his heat maps and his yadas. But yeah, I know you've watched Savinho Cube, but for me, that's just how I judge a player. Like with Kudus, he didn't have the greatest numbers last year, but I still would have signed him in January. I still would have signed him the summer before. I mean, he did have a arguably better year his first year over there at West Ham, but numbers wise, it's not like something that's gonna blow you off the map. I mean, you know me, one of the first players you ever heard me talk about in a high regard was Adama Traore. His numbers are never really good. I just watched him and thought with a prime Son and a prime Kane, man, he's gonna open up a lot of space for them. And that's the kind of guy you want to open up the space, a guy with a lot of fucking pace and power. And you know, we just never made it happen because this club has continually not provided the proper assets and tools for every manager. So come on now. Def not a stat patter at all. You'll see the impact on the pitch instantly. He's just a guy who likes to run with the ball at his feet, bro. And that's what I like. Again, we're looking at some of those highlights, and it's exactly what I'm saying. Compared Adama to Savio. I didn't compare Adama to Savio. I use an example between a person and I who I've known for several years saying that why I liked a certain player. And bro, you and your agenda, you keep lying on my fucking name. That shit actually pisses me off, bro. So do me a favor.
Little bit quiet. Fuck yourself. Just go fuck yourself. Everybody. Fuck yourself. Just go fuck yourself.
There you go, everybody. Tell Staffy go fuck himself. Because to my knowledge, by saying I liked Adama several years ago to play with Son and Kane, who no longer play at this team, and then to say that that's why I wanted Adama, but then a whole laundry list of reasons why I want Savio for this team specifically, bro. You don't listen. I think I've clocked it with Staffy. This motherfucker doesn't listen. This bro just hears words and then he draws them up however he wants and then gaslights. Like, bro, if you're trying to have a conversation, you got to listen. Listen is the first key. Because if you don't listen, then you don't know what the fuck somebody's trying to say. And you just come in here saying, compare to Adama to Savio, bro. As far as I'm concerned, both of them dunked on your club, so you can hold that as well. Savio seems like an anti-Brennan. That's exactly what we need, is a winger who wants to play with the ball at his feet, a direct player. As you saw, again, in the flash frames that I was... So it wasn't really like a highlight reel. It was like because I was thumbing through it. It's going to be a fun watch, though, tonight, going through all the Savinho clips. Because I'm sure they're going to start pulling up his best shit at La Liga, his best shit at whatever the other fucking club was. Troy or some shit. Tren? The fuck is Tren? And then I guess he probably played somewhere in Brazil before that. You can't compare Adama and Savinho for Jacob, but Savinho isn't oily enough. It ain't got nothing to do with the oil. It's all about the size and the pace and the power and what it would do for like the team then that we had. Man, y'all, I swear to God. Yeah, bro, Quentin, just let him have his fun. He's like, he thinks he's cooking. You know, like my kids. I bought my kids a fake kitchen. And it's to simulate the real kitchen. And so when people like Staffy or my children are playing at the fake kitchen, they're like, look, Daddy, I just made some broccoli and thing just like you guys. Yeah, you did. Cool, bro. Yeah. Cool, bro. Savio. How did I miss this? Savio mas gasolina. Big up to Lord Rodney. Big up, Lord. Where's Lord Rodney? Is this Lord Rodney? He who dares Adele. Adele? Did you say Adele?
Damn, I'm on my Britney shit. Oops, I hit again. Damn, I'm on my DJ Khaled shit. We the best. Damn, we rolling hella deep. I feel like Adele.
Look, it sounds like you feel like Adele. He who dares Adele. I'm rolling hella deep. Love that. Yeah, bro. I can't. I don't know what L he referring to, but he loves to say things like this, and then he's got those other people in New Jersey like, yeah, go get him, Staffy. You did it, yeah. And then they just they set him up for failure, which is not something a real friend would do for you. Machina Joe, big up Lord Rodney, big up Machina Joe. Oh, we were having a nice discussion last stream. What photo is that? Is that what the fuck is that? Mother Teresa? Why does she look like a dude? I forgot Adama had Diddy, bro. Why are we talking about Adama? God damn it! Big up Destiny 5. Destiny 5. Savinho would benefit Spurs at least to speeding the game up. His end product sucks. Well, you know, Tom is two-hand toucher. He gonna put them hands on him. And allegedly, when Tommy puts his hands on you, you never play the same again. Ask Visa, ask Mbuemo, ask Ivan Toney, ask Damsgaard. Damn, son. Where'd you find this one? Jacob, if Sonny scored against FC Dallas, would you cheer or no? Bro, if Sonny scored... Hey, Staffy's here. You're you're on mute. Look at that. Just like United's attack. Yeah, I don't hear you. It actually doesn't say you're muted on StreamYard, but... The Ten Hog Staffy era has begun. Still talking about me? Yeah, we rolling hella deep. He feel like Adele. But yes, if Sonny scores against FC Dallas, yeah, of course. We can't take someone serious calling Sesko baby Zlatan. Hopefully Staffy can return to, you know, stand on trial for his crimes. Kudus and Savinho on the wings. Healthy Kulusevski at the 10 would be yucky. That might actually be something you might actually be talking real nice. I'm not going to lie to you. That might be exactly what we're looking for.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit, baby. Kudus is sleeping good tonight. Bro, Kudus going to bed. I tried to say that. I felt like Kudus out there, at least in this preseason so far, I feel like he's like, come on, guys, we're all lifeguards. Let's go swim out in the ocean and save this drowning person. And he's like, you know, going. And he looks back. He's like, wait, where are the other lifeguards? And it's just him out there all alone. And then the sharks bite him. And there goes Kudus. So I feel bad. I feel like he thinks he came to a better team maybe than the actual quality of the team that he came to. But hey, if Sonny scored against Spurs, I would cheer. He's a legend. I love him. As long as we're winning. If it's like a preseason game, I don't care. And so, yeah, I could cheer it. But if it's like in the Champions League, like if we get Bayern in the Champions League and Kane scores, or if Son was on there, I honestly, that might be the final line where I'm like, I can't root for that, Sonny. I love you, you fucking asshole. But like, if Kane scores against us and we're playing them in Champions League, bro, hell no, I ain't cheering for no motherfucker scoring against Tottenham at the end of the day. So anyone who any of the allegations that I'm Sun FC, that I love Sun more than Tottenham, I guess that defines it there. I just kind of walked myself into that, where it's like, if Son went to Bayern and him and Kane were fucking hitting doubles on us, I ain't cheering that shit. I'm pissed. If anything, I'm going to be salty. But if it's like a preseason match and he skies a penalty, just like Harry Kane. Staffy left the back room, by the way, guys. He totally bottled it. Staffy, you said your hair's your moneymaker.
Tyler says his hair is his moneymaker. Whoa. It looks like you're broke.
Looks like you're broke, baby. Looks like you're broke. It was getting peak for him and Paulinho with Savinho in the team. His workload has just been halved. I'm not going to lie. Paulinho had like just got to town and he's been not playing a whole bunch. So I'm still so excited to see Paulinho fully fit, you know, with more than like 48 hours of Thomas Frank instructions. But I'm really excited about Paulinho, and I ain't judging him off that performance at all. But yeah, I feel bad for Kudus. But hey, there he is. Looks like your hair's your money. You probably missed this part. I played a clip for you because you dipped out of the.
What did you play a clip of?
I said, Staffy says his hair is his moneymaker.
Tyler says his hair is his moneymaker. Whoa. Looks like you're broke.
I never said that, so
I know.
So why did I get cooked by that clip?
I don't know. It's I was just, I find ways to talk shit. I'll correlate a lot of things together.
You can tell, but then you don't take it back. So, example, you say stupid shit about Adama, and then you use it as a measuring stick to talk about Savio, and then you cry when I say that. Oh, so who cooked me for Baby Zlatan? Hold on, before we go at it, who cooked me for Baby Zlatan?
Benito Sotelo.
Oh, there it is.
Oh yeah,
Benito, you absolute scrub. First of all, Benito, you're
Shout
always
out
in
Benito,
my chat.
that dog, that G.
No. Benito's a scrub because Benito's always in my chat. So if you don't take me seriously, why do I see you on my channel? That's number one. Number two, yes, he is Baby Zlatan until proven otherwise. And if it bangs, I was a genius. And if it doesn't bang, I was joking. There's no way for me to lose this. All right? You can hold that. Shout out to you, though.
Well, I guess you just proved my good friend Adele here correct. Savinho's already delivering right. How do you really though? Like, all right, real quick, I got to address the charge
before you ask me about Savinho. I do have a story.
But I didn't compare Adama to Savinho, only in the sense that I want them to play for Tottenham, not as a footballer. It was just me to C Cubed, who C Cubed is here in my early stages of YouTube, and that was one of the first players I was like online going, sign Adama now. His pace and power will unlock space for Kane and Son to have all the fun that they want, and it never happened. And that's not what I'm saying Savinho is going to do. I feel like Savinho is going to take people on. He's not just going to like run into space and create. They're not the same player at all, especially dribbling wise. But just so you know, like the case is non-applicable. But what are your thoughts on Savinho, and what's your story that you said you have first?
If I wanted to blow, I'll fucking blow. You understand me?
That's why I was like, this motherfucker's doing something. He's looking for something. I was like, there's probably one of my 100 clips that he's scrolling through looking for.
I was looking for a perfect one to put to use right now. All I thought about was blowing. So if I wanted to blow, could have blown by now. Pause that all the ways you like. You know what? This is what a soundboard is for. I mean, talking about blowing.
What are you gay?
But
gay. Is that your official answer for Savinho's and your skill set, or is that your anecdotal story you were alluding to?
No. I do have a story. I just want to let you know that I was watching El Ehwa, and then I fell asleep. Then I woke up about 3 times to screaming and yelling, and all I just remember is waking up to you guys yelling, and I didn't have enough energy to just get the remote, turn off the TV, and enjoy my piece. It's like one of those where like I wanted to sleep, but I also enjoyed having background noise.
Yeah.
It was like, even though it was really obnoxious, then I actually fell asleep deeply. And then I woke up on, actually, I'm not even going to tell you what I woke up to. I think you have the clip for it. Let me see. This is what I woke up to.
Here we go, the new Magnum sandwich to noon minutes. The deal is finally done.
I do
Actually,
like that.
I was wrong. It was this one.
El Satora, here we go, or should I say, twist my names. Fabrizio Romano here with some exclusive news. Your deadline day video was the most watched of the transfer window. Well done, and good luck for the future.
So I'll tell you what. If I wake up in the middle of the night to a nightmare of El Satora, I'm blaming you. I'm not even joking. I deadass woke up to that. It was like so loud on my TV. I was like, what's going on? And I just see you now on my TV.
From me playing it.
Yes, because when I fell asleep, you got a redirect. I woke up. I was sleeping on my couch. I woke up to El Satora. I was like, wait, what's that?
El Satora.
I see you on my TV playing that shit.
That's great. First, I was like, okay, like that. I already made that joke, but then I connected the dots. Oh wow!
No, I deadass woke up to that.
You heard, because I was like, I played that already on the stream. That's great. I do like that cameo. You could just get him to say, AKA twist my nips, which is fantastic. He's bringing you the exclusive news. I do like that.
How can you trust a man, by the way, that gets paid to say twist my nips? I mean, how can you trust a man like that?
Everyone's got a niche market. I just wouldn't expect like the Football Insider ITK, if he says those 3 little words, apparently we all get moist around the hips. But I don't know. So, thoughts on Savinho and the similarities between him and Adama Traore?
If there's any similarities, the only similarities are, I guess, they're both Spanish and they play as wingers. There you go. That's the similarities.
Wait,
But
thought
I was
Savinho
surprised when I saw
Brazil.
that. Adama?
No,
Oh, Savinho, Brazilian. Yeah. You're actually right. He's not. There you go. So there's no
He played in
similarities.
Spain. He
Because he played in Girona. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. He's actually Brazilian. Never mind.
And we're already going to beat the charge. He's not just a Brazilian Brian Hill either, who can do well. I was looking earlier on the stream at him side by side to Brian Hill, and in every league that they've both played in, he's always been not as good as Savinho.
You know, he played like. I mean, he scored like 1 goal last season, right?
You talking about Hill?
No, Savio.
It might be the one that all the highlight reels are using, but I think he scored
had
9.
1 goal.
It was 9
In the league?
Or no, he had 2 goals in the league and 10 assists. 2 goals.
This is actually not bad.
Oh, you're right. Actually, in the league it was 2 because there was 1 in Champions League, 1 in Premier League.
You know, 8 assists is actually not bad. That's the Chris Paul lineup. Barely any points, but a lot of assists.
But they were playing him on the right, and I was listening to LB and we were laughing a little bit because a lot of City fans are upset, but they're also saying if this funds Rodrigo or if this funds LB was saying Elise, I don't see Elise, and then he also threw out Yamal. He said put in a cheeky bid for Yamal. Maybe it's getting
Yamal,
late there, bro.
I think it means Rodrigo for sure. Yeah, it definitely means Rodrigo. But it's a good signing for you guys. First of all, he's not going to cost as much as people think. I seen, Cal, the Man City fan, Calkster. She's been like on a few chances. Actually, she's been on American Waffle before.
The Canadian.
She was like, "Oh, get me 90 to 100 mil," and I was like, "In what world is a winger with 1 goal worth 90 to 100 mil?" The winger market this
one
season
in the Premier League with 1 goal in the Premier League, and she said 80 to 90 mil, 90
no,
to
90
100.
to 100.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
I had to play
Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out. There's about 30 more seconds of that. Get the fuck. Just.
I should be on that fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. I'll be honest though. They're saying 60. I'm down for 60. I think we could get it done for 50 with some boners and incentives. Excuse me, bonuses and incentives. Incentives.
Why are you gay?
Why are you gay?
I think it's a perfect combo. Like you get told you're gay and then you get questioned why.
Well, that makes me feel like I'm in a cave or something and like drop something into the water well.
And you're looking around and it's like, why are you gay?
Hey, here you go. City want 150. Pay it. Just bring me my baller. I like this
150?
attitude.
Nah, come on.
I like the attitude. The mentality, bro. If it's FIFA, I'd do it. I don't give a fuck.
You can get them for like 1/3 of that price because you can get them for 50. Because if you think about it, they signed him for like 20-something mil. If they sell him for 50, just because he now had 1 year under his belt in the Premier League, to be honest, he didn't do much in it.
You more than doubled your money. That's a win.
Yeah.
Because I have Tottenham fans saying selling Josh Keeley, who we paid nothing for, he's from our academy. We sold him for $1 million. I was like, but if we're gonna do that and then loan Kingski out, that's kind of fucking stupid because he was probably our next best keeper after that. It just means we're gonna keep Brandon Austin on the roster because he's a homegrown England international. It checks off a number. He's like, yeah, but it's nothing but profit. It's nothing but good. But to me, if you invest $20 million 12 months ago, and then in 12 months' time, you give me $50 million back on my return, bro, that's an investment. You are now up there with they start putting you in Business Bro Weekly magazines. They put you in fucking, wow, I can't think of any publication that, does all like
you should have settled with that one example. You didn't need one example.
That's my thing is I get a good one, and then I'm like, I got another one, and I'm like, well,
then you overcooked it.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, to me, I think from a City perspective and a Tottenham perspective, everybody's going to be happy with this because from our perspective, you look at it this way: it's an LB raid. Hey, if it's an LB raid, shout out LB. But hey, okay, 2 people saying LB raid. I was just listening to LB, but as everybody comes in, I'm going to say I think this is a good deal for all parties included, because we kind of flirted. There was a rumor that we were flirting with Rodrigo, and he said, "What is a top spur?" And so then we said, all right, cool, we get it, bro. You know, it's like if I went up to one of them, you know, Super 10s looking like a 5, they ain't gonna say much. They're gonna say, who the fuck is this guy driving a Volkswagen? I want a Maserati. And so we say, okay. But now a place like City could be a place that does tempt a Rodrigo away from Real Madrid. You get 50, 60 million, and then you spend what? 89. How much you think Rodrigo they could get for? I'm saying 80. I say 70 to 80 they could get Rodrigo.
Yeah, he's gonna be a minimum of 80. They'll probably push for more, but I think the lowest they'll go is 80. But if you have to sacrifice Savinho to fund Rodrigo, I kind of understand it. I feel like Rodrigo kind of fits what Pep does a little bit more anyways. He's a very good tactical player. Like there's these players that have the good technical ability, but you look at the technical ability, but you look at them and they can tactically follow your rules. And that's kind of what Pep needs. So I think like if he's gonna sacrifice, especially that his GNA is so low, I feel like Savinho is still eventually gonna be a lot better than this. But like if they need GNA right now and they feel like they need someone a little bit more experienced, I kind of understanding. But I also understand. I've seen LB and a few other people tweet that they're upset that they're selling him before Doku, and he was like 1/3 of the price of Doku. Doku was like 70 mil. Savinho was like 20, 25 mil. So I kind of understand why they want to offload him, because they're probably not making that much money on Doku, and it's probably going to register as a loss.
Who's going to buy Doku for 70? Yeah, exactly. Like,
I mean, they wouldn't sell him for 70, but they would have to sell him for less. And I don't know what his book value is. And his book value probably is not appealing to sell him right now. Savinho, with him being 25, and his book value now is probably less because he got paid a whole year of salary. Yeah. So you're talking about if his book's value is about 20 or a little bit less, and they could sell him for 50, you're on PSR, you're going. So it's going to be easy for them to go and buy Rodrigo. So it does make sense. I don't trust them, though, playing on this Thomas Frank, I'll tell you that.
Well, you know how I feel about it. Once Tommy get to two hands touching, you ain't never going to be the same, is what I've been told.
Talk about touching.
Well, you know, speaking of touching, I was went over and touched the like button on LB's stream earlier because I was trying to get the temperature of how City fans were reacting to, number one, losing Savinho, and number two, like if they cared. There was like 1,500 people watching his stream, and the comments are flying. They're flying. And out of all them comments, I only saw one where it was a guy who said Savinho stinks anyway. Who cares? And he just seemed a little salty, like West Ham whenever we took Kudus away from losers. But you know, I do think that, first of all, that's a really good point. I didn't even think about that in regards because the Doku money specifically, because I saw it from a perspective of, if I'm City, who's the wingers that I'm trying to get rid of? Grealish and Doku in that order. And Savinho doesn't actually hit my radar if I'm in a City office as a winger you want to sell. However, if they're looking at it like they did their business very early, Liverpool did some business early, some of it kind of right now, and they're still looking like they're going to get Isak. If City's really deeping it, you got to imagine, this is all just hyperbole by me, but I would imagine that City's seeing what Liverpool's doing and saying, we've got to do a little bit more in the market this window or else we're going to be screwed before we even get to January. So by getting a profit, net profit, tripling, you say they get 60, they might be able to get, we clearly do have 60 because that's what we were trying to get Gibbs White for. So if they could get 60 out of Tottenham to fund 80 million transfer, that's 20 that they're really spending for a Rodrigo to lose Savinho. And I think you would imagine that they see that as nothing but a net positive, I would assume, because Rodrigo is a world-class talent, or, you know, at least looks at the precipice of that nomenclature. But
it's
whatever.
crazy.
There's 450 people here real quick. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to Staffy TV if you want. I always feel like, you know, YouTubers, they try to like really pressure you to like and subscribe. I'm just gonna say, like it, don't like it, who cares? I will find every single one. What
like the video right now.
Guys, do me a favor right now. Hit the like button or I will find you. No, but Staffy TV is in the title of this video. I just added it, so it should be there. Make sure you're locked in on both channels. Gonna have a fun show tomorrow. I already told the wife, hey, I'm gonna be busy now. She was supposed to be on a break right now, but then Fabrizio tweeted El Satora, and so I had to, you know,
wait, which show are you on tomorrow?
Yours.
Oh, to my knowledge, you weren't gonna make it.
Bitch, how many? This is exactly what I was talking about when Staffy was in the chat and said I compared Adama to Savinho. This is exactly what I was talking about because you put the poll out. I thought it would be cheeky funny to say I'm Mike Doss instead because you put Mike Doss as an option, and I just think it's funny to, you know, the Mormon fucker. So I voted I'm Mike Doss, and then I literally voted, and I was like, he's gonna be pissed that I picked that as a vote. So then I texted you privately outside of the group chat, and I said, hey, I can likely make it. Let me just make sure closer to the day because I know my wife got some funeral shit she got to go to or something to that degree. And now you're saying that you didn't know I was going to make it, yet I privately reached out to you and said,
I'm not going to lie. I did not see that message. And I have about 20 unread messages. This is why I create polls.
This is
why I create polls because I can't follow up with messages. So yeah, to my knowledge, you weren't going to be on tomorrow. Now I got to kick someone off because we have 9 people and we can only have 8-man panel. So there you go.
Well, I can fuck off then. Why did I send you predictions then? Why were you bitching about me not sending predictions if I'm not even on the
12 of us in the chat? Just because you're not on the show doesn't mean that I don't want predictions. It's a predictions show for the rest of the season. It's not like you're never going to be on it again. I mean, it's up to you. You never appear.
And then the one time I fucking try to appear, you do this whole... Man,
I've made more surprise appearances on your channel than you attending a panel that you're invited to every week. But guys, guess who's the bad person? It's me.
Well,
it's always the white person blaming the Arab person, by the way.
Oh, is it a color thing? Is it an underbelly color thing? You see the inflection there? You got it on the color. You got to like really... because you're squeaky little weasel rat motherfucker, Sol Campbell. But ZMAP says, I like videos most of the time, but the way Mo presses me for likes makes me not want to. Yeah, I don't like feeling like I have to do something or else, you know, it's like, guys, if you don't like the video, you know, they're going to take all the oxygen out of my room and I can't breathe anymore. It's not like that, but I do like.
To be fair, I understand why he does it though, because some people are really stingy. Bro, I was doing a show earlier this week, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't push people for likes anymore. And it's just like it had a decent number of people. I think at like some point there was like 130 to 140 people watching. And I was like, you know what, that's decent on like a simple, like, you know, solo show. And then I just end the stream and I noticed we were on 35 likes. And I was like, are you kidding me? At no point did I tell people to like the video, yet we left on 35 likes when we maintained a peak of like 130 to 140. That's why Mo does what he does. Because people, bro, if you don't tell them, there's some people that need to be told what to do. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It is a little bit like you have to lead the horse to water and then also put the horse's head down into the water and almost fake drown it before the horse will drink water in regards to like online people. But I just, you know, me personally, I don't like to like force anybody to like, you fucking like the motherfucking video. You hear me? You hear me? God damn it. Like that video. But if you did come on over from LB, big shout out. Remember when LB did that American show for like 2 weeks that we were on and then
I
again?
was never on it. I got invited. I just never made an appearance on it.
Damn, that sucks.
No, I got invited to it, and at the same time we were doing El Ahwa, so I was like, I won't be able to make it. Like, but if you ever change the time, I'll see if I can hop on.
No, we did it. Yeah, he would move it around El Ahwa, I think, or he moved it to afterwards so he could catch the redirect or something like that.
That was the last time I heard from LB. That was it. Then I just assumed they did stop doing the show.
You know what I do want to say about LB real quick? That dude had like 1,400 people in his chat, and I guarantee about 1,200 out of that 1,400 were all commenting at the same time. Because that shit looked like an iShow speed chat when they have it on the screen, and it's just running. And every comment I put, he was able to pick it out, bro. How the fuck is he talking and reading the chat that is just every second refreshing with 1,000 new messages? That's crazy.
Shout out LB.
I personally couldn't do it. I don't think my brain can compute that way. But
What's
like
Tavi's take
1 in
on
the morning.
Savio?
Before we do that, this kid Dallas Burn is the throwback. FC Dallas used to be the Dallas Burn. 70 million for Savio. You happy? I'm fine with 70 million, but it's also not my money. I would hope that you could get it somewhere like 55, 60-ish. But
I think the market says 55 to 60.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
By the way,
Like, what has he done that constitutes higher than a Madueke or Kudos? Yeah, it's a good
Like, Mbeumo went for 65, and he scored 20 goals. You tell me a guy with 1 goal goes for that much? This doesn't make a lot of sense.
Well, he did also have a Champions League goal, and you know how far it's going for Rice still currently to this day because he had 2 in 1 game. You're not going to shit on Arsenal.
Don't follow
I
that
forgot.
logic,
Are you twerking for Arsenal this season too, or just last season?
See, I love how you say that, but then I go on the terrace and everyone says I'm just bitter and salty about Arsenal. I can never win in this YouTube life.
Well, basically, you know what? I've got the perfect clip for how you feel right now.
Answer is yes. Haha, you're fucked. All right. No. Haha, you're fucked. Don't talk over me. Let me finish.
That is a perfect video to describe everything. Yeah, I agree.
If I say yes, they're all going to say, you know, I will put it this way. This seems like a tap in, but am I scorned Staffy because I'm already thinking of slanderous nicknames to call him when this deal inevitably feels like it's going to fall through? Like it's not.
Who are you trying to slander?
Savinho.
You want to slander him because you don't think that?
No, my brain, the way my brain works. You know how I come up with silly, childish, like elementary level comedic. Silly nicknames for people, you know, like Victor Gonorrhea Koresh. That's all me. I wish I was the one who came up with Benjamin Seskafender. That is a great nickname. But Horgan Gibbs Shite was one I feel like I ain't heard before I said it. I mean,
if you guys get rejected, you can slander him as instead of Savinho, you can say Savino, like no, like you don't want him. That's a good one.
I was going somewhere like Saliva.
I mean, you can call him a Savinho, and like.
But the real question is, am I just a scorned football fan? I was going to say lover, but that doesn't make sense. Lover, I barely know her. Am I just a scorned Tottenham fan? For my mind immediately, like, all right, just don't get too hyped because when this falls through, you're going to need to slander this motherfucker. Kind of like I'm doing Morgan Gibbs White. Like Morgan Gibbs White fell through, whether he was held hostage or not. I still like blame him some because he was smiling on cam.
Morgan Gibbs Shite. There you go.
Horgan Gibbs Shite.
Okay, Horgan Gibbs Shite. Yeah, as I said, you could call Savinho.
Disregard. Yeah, Savinho. That's a good one. He a hoe.
Yeah, Savinho.
Salivinho.
Yeah, Savinho.
Dog Salivinho.
Savinho. Savinho. Nah, that doesn't really that much.
So this is a good point to get me back onto the topic of not silliness. That Savio has more potential than a signing than an Alongo or a Madueke. At what degree do you pay for like potential? Because we did that with Brian Hill a few years ago, spent 20 million on this motherfucker, and then the same year sent him back to the fucking club we just paid 20 million for.
My argument to that comment is that I actually do agree with it. I do think Savinho is has a better ceiling than them two. But how can you use that argument when he's leaving City to go to Spurs? Like, no disrespect. You do know City is a better place to be right now than Spurs. So,
but there was a point on LB's chat that the World Cup is coming up, and you know players like to get game time before World Cups.
Yeah,
but the World Cup coming up, he'll get all the clubs.
But when a big club sells a player with higher potential, it just doesn't make sense. So you're telling me a player has so much potential that City decided to sell him to Spurs. It's just the argument doesn't make sense. City are the type of clubs that get these type of players. Oh, he has potential. Let me get him from Spurs for 70 to 80 mil. Not the other way around. You don't convince someone he has a high ceiling, but then you sell him from City to Spurs. That's the thing about it. If they believe in that potential, why is he leaving? He's downgrading, like, no disrespect, but you are downgrading, leaving City to go to Spurs. So how can you convince me that a downgrade deserves more money than these type of signings. You know, so I'm not disagreeing in the football ability. Palmer was different though. They didn't spend a lot on Palmer. He was an academy player. In general, we didn't see anything of him. We actually thought there was a time where we thought 45 million for Palmer was insane. We genuinely believed that. Let's not forget that. Remember when we thought Chelsea were crazy for doing it? We watched Savinho play regular team football for a whole year at City, and then a whole year at Girona, at least.
So let me throw this out.
We didn't see that about Palmer.
Left wing, there's like the one game that I keep seeing the highlights of is versus West Ham. So obviously it's like he's going to cook. But LB said this on his stream as well. On the left, he looks really good. And LB wanted to see him play on the left is something I heard LB saying as well. So I said, you know, because I remember being like, I feel like I remember him on the left and being like, wow, he's really good over there. But then I'm looking when he played Tottenham, he played on the right. And I remember he cooked Destiny that game. And it was like, damn, Destiny. Also Fatawu. Who the fuck is Fatawu? But anyway, then I'm looking at his heat map, and it's like primarily on the right with some on the left. And then I go to look at La Liga highlights or his heat map in La Liga, and he primarily was on the left. So it's like City signed a left winger and then forced him onto the right. I guess to cut in on the left is the idea there when you bring a left-footed left winger to play on the right. But for me, I think that if you've excelled in a side of the pitch and you have a favored foot on the side that you aforementioned favor, it seems weird. I don't know. I'm not going to try to understand Pep like that because he is a genius in his own right.
Maybe he's saying he's been played out of position.
That maybe you could squeeze more juice out the orange if you put it on the left-hand side rather than the right.
Where do you want to play him, left or right? I think he comes and plays down the left.
Left.
All right, so there
Unless we're doing some real funky shit and we start thinking about Kudus as a 10 and we put Savinho on the right. But then that puts Brendan Johnson on the left. And I don't want Brendan Johnson on the left or the right. At this point, without Dominic Solanke, I'm just like, I guess put Brendan through the middle because he plays like a right forward for Wales and he scores for Wales, you know? So I'm trying to cope with I don't know what to do with him. We ain't going to sell him. He is the guy who scored our European game winner. So it's like, I don't want to just fuck him off either. I don't know. I don't know what about Brendan Johnson, but just the more we can put him on the bench and just use him as a super sub, maybe 10, 15 minutes is the best you could get from Brendan Johnson, in my opinion.
So what's the question again?
My assumption is that Savinho would play on the left and that his numbers maybe not necessarily reflect what he could offer if he said had been played on the left primarily over the right. Do you think that can be true?
I'm sorry. So your assumption that he could play down the left?
Yes, because that's where he played for Girona.
I mean, sure.
If he had played down the left,
you just sold Son. That does make sense why you want to sign him. The only thing I was just arguing is how much you guys should pay for him. That's all. I didn't mean to spam that. Sorry.
Oh, who you adding?
Yeah. I was sending out something on WhatsApp, but I accidentally sent it here. It was the link for the show that you're not gonna be on. So, but yeah.
This fucking pussy, dog. Oh my god. I privately bro, look at our messages back and forth. Bro, I privately messaged you saying I could fucking be there.
That was the time I was driving back from the barber, and then I got pulled over, and I got racially profiled and got away with no tickets.
Yeah, because New Jersey has a gold card, which is like,
you didn't know
hey, I'm a pig too. I'm a Fed. Bro, in Jersey, they be handing out Fed cards where you get pulled over and they say, hey, I'm a Fed. And they're like, all right, you're good to go, which is crazy.
No, it's like, all right, if I'm a cop, I could give you a card.
But you're not a fucking cop.
No.
Your family's not a cop. The guy's name on the fucking card was like Hans Zimmer.
No, it wasn't. It was like
some not Mustafa name.
It was some like Italian name, but what's it called? No, but like if you have a friend and they're a cop.
Hans Wilma. I was like, who the fuck is Hans Wilma?
It was like Vinny something.
Yeah,
it was like Vinny something. That was the joke. That was a joke. But yeah, I did deserve to get pulled over though, and I did deserve to get a ticket, and I didn't get a ticket. I did everything in my ability basically to get a ticket, and I still didn't get one because I had that gold card. You know.
Well,
and
I don't want to incriminate myself, and I do want this StreamYard to be able to be clipped up with their little generator thing. So I got to keep it under 2 hours. And I did tell my wife I was only going to do an hour, so I've already lied. I need to tell her live, laugh, love, and hopefully some magic moments, etc., etc. So I want to wrap this stream up with Staffy.
Yes.
Tommy Francis.
The answer is yes.
Okay.
I don't know what the question is, but the answer is yes.
That we're winning the Prem and we're winning the Champions League, baby, just like Daniel Levy told me.
No, never mind. The answer is no. You know what? Fuck it. The answer is yes. Keep it yes.
Yeah, baby, we're gonna win the lot.
You did send your predictions. I know everyone's predictions. You're gonna have to find out tomorrow. But I did see the predictions already.
Did TJ already end his stream?
No way he did.
Bro, I was trying to set up a redirect while you answered whatever question I asked you, and he's not live.
Let's see.
And my wife just texted me, said, "Didn't you say 1 hour?" I'm getting cooked.
My man did a 40-minute video.
Bro. Oh, brother, this guy stinks. You need that.
I got you. I have it here somewhere. Where is it?
Who man's is this?
Nope, wrong one.
Get him the fuck out of here.
It's still applicable. It's still applicable. Oh, there it is.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Yeah, that's the one. You knew exactly.
40 minutes, TJ.
You got any final thoughts on Savinho? What do you think he's going to give to Tottenham? And do you think that this deal's actually going to happen, regardless of whatever price it ends up being?
I said we struggled to get it up.
That's my answer.
No. He's bringing nothing, and we're not going to get it up. Well, I'll tell you my final thought there is we get Savinho and Kudus. Not just the double of Premier League and UCL is on, the fucking quad is on. So maybe it's a good thing I'm not on your stupid fucking shit prediction shit show tomorrow. You fuck. I fucking told my wife literally while I was bartering the deal to be able to do this emergency stream that
all right, what do you want me to do? Who do you want me to kick off now? Because obviously,
as far as I'm concerned, every name on the motherfucking list is applicable to being kicked off.
When there's a poll that you didn't vote, you'll be on, but 7 other people did. Dragonfish is spitting. I can't lie.
I mean, you didn't hear me say anything against. What I would say is y'all just haven't seen the power of live, laugh, love football yet. All right. When you get a magic moment of football with live, laugh, love and a little maybe and hopefully dashed in there. You know how many times this motherfucking manager has said hopefully? I love it. Can you tell? When Tommy get to work,
let me just say something to Rye Roast Peanut. If you think you're the first one to make a DJ Khaled joke or what's his name, French Montana joke, get in line, buddy. Get in line. It's not as funny as you think it is.
Dry Roast Peanut. Good one. But I was having a final thought there to trying to wrap it up with Tommy Two Hands Touchins, but you just want to interrupt. Oh, Tommy Two Touch. But I think we're going to get to cooking. And on a realistic note, I'm just very excited at the prospect of a Savinho and Kudus on the wings. Like all season predictions aside, all that bullshit, like selfishly, personally, as a lover of this sport, to have a guy like Savinho with the propensity at the ball at his feet, the same way that Kudus does with the ball at his feet, I think that's fucking sexy football. I think that Tottenham are on their Britney Spears shit. We're bringing sexy back. We're them motherfuckers. When they made a song here in America called "We Them Boys." Nah, we them coys. You know what I'm saying? We them boys. Hold up. We them coys is what the fuck I'm on. But look, I gotta end it there, or else I'm gonna get fucking divorced. And she might do it because I told her an hour and it's been an hour 55. But look, I appreciate everyone. Thank you everyone who came over from Hassam, everyone who subscribed to the channel. If you're new, hopefully we'll see you back on the next one, which might be tomorrow or might be the day after. Fuck it, I might go live. What time are you live? 5 p.m. I might go live 5 p.m. also. And I'll just fucking live stream American Waffle onto my channel.
So
and just pause y'all and shit on you. That's what I'm going to do. I ain't going to join American Waffle. I'm going to stream the same time, and I'm going to pull you up on stream, and then I'm going to fucking pause it and be like, now this is why he's waffling. He's a dummy, and it's going to be great. And then I can't get sent to jail, but only you guys can. It's going to be fantastic. I think I'm really looking forward to this.
There's going to be, this does not matter. People are going to attend your stream if you ratio us.
Why?
That clip is amazing. Can you send it? Because I have it on my channel on Friday, so I want to have that clip ready. So
why?
That's a good one. It's a good one.
It's gonna be you when you realize no one's watching your show, but they're all on American Waffle. That's gonna be you.
You know, again, my real final thought. I do gotta go. Shit. Just do the damn deal. If they want an extra 7 to 11 million that we initially bid this, and they're like, no, up it 5 to 11 million, I think we should just fucking get it over with and do it.
I think I have the perfect way to end this.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah.
I'm on my way, sir. I'm on my way. It'll be fantastic.
Tell them to bring me my money.
And then City will be happy because you can fund a Rodrigo. Everyone will be happy. I'll be happy. Everyone except my wife because I'll be live for too long. But as always, folks, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. But this last bit is all just for you. Stay blessed, stay fresh, be kind to yourself, and be kind to someone else today. And as always, come on, you Spurs. And I love you, son.
If you leave me now, you'll take away the biggest part of me.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Now get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out of here, you